leftover turkey burger with fig ketchup, truffle mayo, potato rosti and a duck egg. Happy bloody Christmas, mate.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
It's a towering inferno of filth. I think they're gonna actually have to pay this time. What can you hear? Nothing, because it's so good. When I cook at home, I like to cook once and eat twice because I'm always thinking about that leftover meal, and I cook the first meal with that meal in mind. And Christmas Day is the perfect time to have those amazing leftover meals. So when I cook my turkey, I always cut the legs off and then confit them. Now I'm doing this burger for my main man, Mathew Fisher, down in Cornwall. Keep up the good work, mate. We're all dead proud of you. So let's confit these turkey legs. Confiting is a traditional preserving technique, and it's a great way to lock moisture into the meat. Beforehand, you need to salt it to pull out some of the moisture and push lots of flavour in there. So this is a Christmas dish, so I'm going to use some allspice berries, which are going to add that beautiful hum and warmth. I'm putting some pink peppercorns in, which are going to do something similar, and we've got some beautiful black peppercorns, and then I've got some fennel seeds. I'm going to take a little pinch of all of those guys and just get them into Ken. Ken has been behaving himself a lot more recently. And what you're doing is you're just roughly blending those to break them all open. We're going to put that into some nice salt, and then we're going to put it onto the meat, and all those flavours start going into the turkey. Add a good sprig of thyme and 3 cloves of garlic, and then add the salt onto the turkey. That's looking beautiful and Christmassy already. Needs to salt for a minimum of 12 hours, best up to about 24 hours. Let's go set that aside. Okay, now we've been joined by a couple of Food Busker fans. Say hi. What should I be calling you? I'm not sure what I call it. Is it Food Buskies? You don't know either, do you? It's going to become clear. Now, you can see that there's moisture now in the bottom of the tray, and that's because it's come out of the turkey. Scrape off the excess salt and herbs, and then we're going to confit it. Completely submerged with fat. Piece of greaseproof on, and it's going in the oven for 3 to 3.5 hours at 160. Okay, so I've had one in the oven for 3.5 hours. Come and have a look. Now, just lift up the greaseproof, and what you see are these toasty, moist morsels of turkey that are really going to hold their flavour. Let's just lift one of these out, and what you'll see is the meat just completely falls off the bone. This is a traditional French preserving technique, so it is Moorish, but listen, it's for Christmas. So drain off the excess fat, and then we're going to pull the meat off the bone. Now, this is the basis of so many dishes. That's why it's a great thing to do. It could be a hash in the morning, or it could be croquettes. I'm going to turn it into my burger. So the next thing I need to do is a potato rosti. Now, this is my ultimate leftover turkey burger. It's a towering inferno of filth. It starts with a truffle mayo. Then you've got the toasted off beautiful confit turkey. Then we're going to make a potato rosti. That's in there for crunch, but it's also what the duck egg sits on. So when the yolk pours into it, it's going to be amazing. And then we finish off with a flipping delicious fig ketchup that sits on the top. People, it's going to blow your mind. Let's start with a rosti. Take a Maris Piper potato and grate it with the skin on. Pour water into it and wash out the starch. Once you've washed the starch out of the potatoes, then you need to dry the potato. Put it between a tea towel and wring out the excess moisture. Once you've wrung all that moisture out, what you get is super fluffy, nice and dry potato that's just got all the moisture taken out of it, and that's going to really crisp up when it goes in the oven. Then add salt and pepper, and then I'm just going to get some lovely thyme and just pull it off the stalks and drop that in. Get a little bit of oil and just drizzle that in, and then incorporate all those ingredients and push into a pastry ring. once you've patted those down, take your rings off and you've got these beautifully formed rostis ready to go in the oven, and we're doing them at about 200 for about 10 minutes, but keep your eye on them. Now, what separates this from like a regular turkey sandwich to an insane turkey burger is all the different levels and the effort that we put into those different accompaniments. So first up, I'm gonna punk your mayo. Okay, 2 tablespoons of mayo. I've got this little beauty, the most delicious truffle paste, white truffle. 2 teaspoons, and then whip it in. And what you get is a really indulgent, quick hack mayo. Done. Okay, now, everybody's got this guy at home at Christmas. Fig jam to go with your cheese board. But if you introduce these rude boys, we're gonna turn it into a fig ketchup. Okay, 250 grams of fig jam into a warm pan. Now, you want to get a good glug of Worcestershire sauce. Just get that in there. You probably want about 4 or 5 tablespoons to get that really savoury vibe. And then you want a hum of heat. So use your favourite one. I'm going to use some Tabasco. Get that fella in there. Don't put too much in if you don't like hot. I quite like it hot because you've got all those other ingredients, so I want it quite hot. Then finally, I'm just gonna have a zest of lemon. So we're just gonna put that in, and then I'm just gonna slice it up and put a little squeeze, and then we're going to incorporate all those ingredients and let them cook down a little bit. And then just mash down the fig, so there's no big chunks. You wanna get it down so it's almost like a smooth ketchup. Go on top of your bun. Transfer it into a container, and that is your fig ketchup done. Okay, so I'm just picking out any of these sort of feather roots and any skin and any gristly bits out of my turkey. I'm taking any sprigs of thyme that are left in there, and then once you've done that, you've got these beautiful morsels of moist turkey. I mean, it's just gonna taste so good. And what we're going to do is we're going to get that little guy in the oven with the rosti to heat through. Okay, so now I'm going to fry a duck egg, but I want to get the presentation soigné just perfect. So ring into a hot pan. Then you're going to get some vegetable oil and you're going to pour it into the ring. And now we need to crack the duck egg and drop it into the ring. We're using duck eggs because they're just so much more luxurious. The yolks are so much bigger and it's just going to be so much more gumptious. It's a word. Right, I'm going to break it and drop it in. Then a little season of salt always on your eggs. Right, my egg's nearly done. My rosti and the turkey are sizzling in the oven, and I've got a toasted burger bun. You know what I'm gonna say? Let's build this baby. Then I've just got some beautiful toasted walnuts going really well with the fig and the turkey. They're just light and toasty. Just gonna douse those on the top. Now we've got our fig ketchup, so it's cooled down. You don't want to put it on hot. Oh, so good. It's so good. It's got the heat coming in. The Worcestershire sauce is making it more savoury. Oh, it's gonna be so good. So let's get a chunk of that onto the top of our burger bun. I think they're gonna actually have to pay this time. For sure. I've got the power! Or the turkey burger has, people. Look at it, it's a flipping work of art. Truffle mayo, turkey, rosti, duck egg, toasted walnuts, fig ketchup. Back of the net. I think that bad boy. Hang on, hang on. You lot, clear off over there. Go on, sod off. They can't hear me what I'm gonna say. That was perfect English as well. Sod it, 8 quid. That's it, I've said it now, 8 quid. No fries, that, 8 quid. Deal with it, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel or don't. I don't care because that burger is gonna take over. Right, let's get them back and see what they think. Okay, right, are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, I asked you if you're ready.
Yes.
Yes, we are ready.
What are we thinking? Okay, in there. This is the ultimate leftover turkey burger. You're pricing a full burger even though you've been given a half. Look at the camera. Go. Oh my. Oh yes. Oh yes. What can you hear? Nothing. But it looks so good. Oh my God. They don't have to say anything. I already know people. What's it saying? Tell me about the burger.
Exactly.
Good.
Sumptuous.
Yeah.
Really delicious.
Yeah. Juicy. Okay.
Truffle mayo really good.
Truffle mayo really works. Okay.
I just love the texture of it. Absolutely love the texture.
Okay. Are we liking the duck egg? Right. We're coming to it.
12, 14.
Feel it. 10. Still love her.
9.
No, I don't love him though. Well done, guys. Increase the peace, spread the love, subscribe to the channel. Job done. Happy Christmas. 4-0, people. That turkey burger, it's just all day long, happiness guaranteed. So have a great Christmas, increase the peace, spread the love, stay safe, and let's bring in the new year with happiness. What?